Hello everybody, Pokemon Plus TV here with Noko again.
Noko!
And I'm going to do a new video. This is the Pokemon News Season 2 analysis. So we're going to be breaking down Season 2, what happened in every episode, so you don't have to watch it for yourself if you don't feel like sitting down and watching an hour worth of videos. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Right, Noko?
Nah, okay.
Bruh. So, straight in, the Season 2 starts off with the leaving point of Season 1, where Sobble's still missing, Scorbuty's getting ready to do his first interview, and then Quaxly and Fuecoco stumble in, and they confirm they have purchased the studio and have abolished Pokemon News. Scorbuty's in shock, and he even insults Quaxly, and Quaxly just throws both him and Grookey out. And they keep Rotom, because Rotom's the property of the news station. And it pretty much leads to the creation of Paladin Report, and they pretty much just, well, dominate the views and pretty much just bring in guests that no one's seen before, such as Freddy Fazbear, Meowth, and even Green as guests on the series. So now we bring in episode 1 of season 2 with that little breakdown of the introduction where we left off. So in season 2, episode 1, it's pretty much it's simple to explain. It's interview for days. It's pretty much the start of the season, and basically Scorbuty and Grookey lose their job here as Quaxly, Fuecoco, and we're going to quote Sprigatito here, ended up purchasing Pokemon News, and now rebranding as a Paladin Report, and mostly interviewing interesting guests that have actual good backgrounds and many more things in them. They were able to utilize this power to get popular, while Scorbuty just got depressed at a junkyard. Rotom tells Freddy what happened when Quaxly wasn't paying attention in their report, and that leads to Freddy finding the truth and getting pretty angry. And so with this, he results to basically calling out Quaxly. They end their broadcast, and Freddy leaves the building to go find Scorbuty. He does, and he offers his assistance to help them get their Pokemon News back, along with Amoga, thunder shocking Scorbuty and Grookey repeatedly to get them to want to do this. That's a good idea. And that's the end of episode 1. Not too insane. I mean, there are other major plot points, but I'm just going over the main breakdown. In episode 2 of season 2, probably the most, well, odd episode, because Scorbuty's stuck to the past, thinking about all the past moments with Sobble, and pretty much just getting flashbacks about them. Meanwhile, Stitch comes back in the series. We see him talking with Hoopa, and Hoopa basically is kind of insulting Mrs. Stitch for not completing the task he was given. As if you watch the Valentine Nightmare video, you would know why. And there's also other plot points here, as there's another Paladin Report where they introduce a new guest, along with them trying to get the Paladin Report documents, and they ended up ripping the documents in front of their face. And it turns out these documents were fake, and the real documents are actually hidden inside of Rotom, but the heroes don't know that. Scorbuty gets passed out for the 4th time in a row, which results in him waking up in a new distorted dimension that's very plot relevant. And, well, Hoopa is in control, trying to convince Scorbuty to sell his soul so he could be with Sobble again. Scorbuty denies it and turns Hoopa away, waking himself up. And that's the end of episode 2.
Noko.
Okay, listen, I was watching this. Rewatching it, it's a pretty stupid plot point, but still, it just made sense. Okay, buddy. Try to write a script.
Noko.
Exactly. In episode 3, this is where most of the plot shifted, as this is where we see Bagon, and he gets his mind corrupted and turned into the cultist Bagon we see, and it's all in the Cult of the Bagon video. Like, I uploaded like a year ago, basically, last year in October. This video definitely is plot relevant to Bagon's form in this video, as Bagon is now in full control of his power, and basically is trying to take Stitch to Hoopa, along with just beating Freddy to the point where Freddy's voice box got pretty destroyed. And Pancham ended up coming into the series as well, saving the day. There was also the beginning of the episode, but that wasn't really important. The beginning was just them dividing to find different people to help them. That wasn't that important, but pretty much they used their skills and capabilities to save the day. Now, the first bonus episode of the season, this is interesting, as it's about what happened with Grookey when she went to look for Cyndaquil. Apparently, Mimikyu was also trapped here, and Grookey saved him. And they find out, they put the puzzle pieces together, and they ended up putting together that Hoopa had Cyndaquil. And Cyndaquil was only key to defeating Totodile in battle. And Hoopa has now Cyndaquil under his chains and rule of power. That's pretty much what happened in this bonus episode. Episode 4 is the most insane episode of all time, where Sobble mysteriously returns. Unlike quickly losing his sanity, Sobble has come back, and he is in a odd shape of power. First of all, he just strolls up out of nowhere as they go see. Sobble literally grabs Pancham while he uses a hiding kick and chucks him across the room, shocking everybody. This is weird. He insults Mimikyu, and that's it. Everyone seems concerned, but they're not. So, yeah.
No.
I agree, honestly, on that one. Episode 5 is called Bird Wars. What happens in this video? Literally just birds fighting. Nothing else. That was it. I mean, I guess Quagsy also got taken away by Totodile, and they had to cancel Paldean report. That's all that happened. We cut to episode 6, the most important one out of them all, probably. And this episode was literally the most important out of every single one you've ever watched. Rotom died. He ended up dying. He got taken over by some random force of evil, and he ended up exploding. And he hoped he killed Green, Bagon, and Hoopa. If he did, I'm proud of him. You'll have to wait later if you want to see that happen.
No.
I didn't even put the audio on here. Haha, no subtitles for you.
No.
Episode 7, they go to surround the good man, and they have to go collect Pancham and Mimikyu's souls, which were taken away because of Rotom in his evil form. Probably should have mentioned that earlier, but I didn't. They go do these little mini challenges, and they get the souls back. Bad thing? Good thing. They find out where Totodile's base is to stop him once for all. Bad news. Freddy has to stay behind with Scarlet McGoodman to protect him, as Scarlet McGoodman has a huge target on his back for knowing information he should not know. They leave. That's where we lead on to the bonus episode, and pretty much just Freddy calls people to tell them to go help Scorbunny and his friends. Let's go. Episode 8. Yippee! Season finale. Scorbunny's gang goes to Totodile's base, and they have to fight a lot of major villains, and basically have to defeat them, go into a final boss fight with Totodile. They beat all the villains. Koopa pops up, makes them overpowered. They fight Hoopa, they win. And then Totodile becomes friends with Sobble again. Rivals, I should say, and then he gets captured in a Pokeball. Hoopa retreats. And they think Sobble's a really good guy. Really fast because I'm running out of storage. Yippee. Clap. Alright, that's the end of Season 2. How was it, Noko?
Noko.
Okay, buddy. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Noko. Nico.